It is November 28th, 2022 at 4 p.m. I'm going to welcome everybody that is in attendance today. I want to remind everybody that this meeting is being recorded. We'll go to public comment and Rob, public.
I don't think we have any public comment today.
So we'll move on to COVID-19, Ms. Ivy.
Okay, just a little update on this. We only have had 3 cases that I know of so far, okay? As far as the testing program goes, we still have tests available, but I haven't had anybody come say they want to be tested. It's on a voluntary basis, and nobody has come up and said they want to be tested. And when those tests run out, we're done. Because we didn't really participate this year. Those tests are left over from last year, and we're going to use them, well, when they expire, we'll be done, okay? As far as reporting goes, I report to the Department of State Health Services weekly, and so far what I've reported is the 3 COVID cases. We're also reporting flu, which we've had 9 confirmed cases. And that's staff and students, that's mostly students. And we've had to also report a respiratory illness that is not flu or COVID. And we've had about 15 of those cases. So I'll report it all, that I know of. You know, there's some that slips through the cracks because if people go home and they never go to the doctor, you don't really know what they had. So, anyway. And as far as the health plan goes, we've not had any changes to the health plan since school started. So we're just rocking along right now. And that's it.
All right, the next item on the agenda is coordinated school health program.
And that's just a reminder. I always want to remind everyone that we have our Bonastar. It's for K through 8, and it's online. And I just send out an email every now and then to the teachers because they can work it into their curriculum and however they want to, because I know they've got a lot of other stuff on their plate, so I think they should have the freedom to work with them as they see fit. And that's it on that one.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is Vector Solutions Online Student Training, grades 6 through 12.
And we have, I talked about this a little bit the last time. Vector Solutions is an online training platform for different kind of programs for kids. And we're in the 3rd 6 weeks right now. So the programs that we've had this 6 weeks is depression awareness, stress and anxiety, and youth suicide risks. And every 6 weeks, for 5-6 weeks, we'll have different types of programs that we send to the kids, and then they do them, these little short programs. Total, there's probably 9 to 13 different little short programs that they watch. And they usually do that during 7th period, you know, whenever they don't have tutorials, or, you know, if they're, you know, don't have a lot of work to catch up on. So, next 6 weeks, the lessons will be on resolving disagreements and sexual harassment.
That's a good one.
So but they're real informative for the kids, you know, and they're on their level, because 6 through 8 have a different program than 9 through 12. So they're really good.
Looking for you.
Hi. I'm sorry to keep you all waiting.
It's okay. And that's all I have on that. I just kind of wanted to update y'all on that.
Okay, the next item is programs with the counselor.
And that's Ms. Morris.
Okay, so Ms. Morris does Words of Wisdom Wednesday, when she remembers. She's also working with the Hill Country Advocacy to do another round of stuff with the high school students and the secondary students. The only thing is it's like 5 weeks long. So I have to get it in there before testing and around testing, and so we're working on actual dates. The other thing is I created a counselor page and I updated it with the bullying awareness, and then there's also an anonymous bullying thing on there. I'm working on a bully box for the elementary so that they can anonymously report, because that's one of the things that we're supposed to do is anonymously report. The counselor investigates if it is bullying, and if it is, then it goes to discipline. If it's not, then I just talk to all the people involved and give them some coping skills and talk about getting along with others. The secondary has a Stop It app. I introduced it last year, but nobody ever used it. Maybe nothing ever happens, or they just don't use it. Same thing again. I got a reminder over the holiday, so I'll push another reminder out to them through the Words of Wisdom Wednesday, that they have that available. It's an app on their phone. They automatically, put something that they see, and then it automatically comes to me.
And that is given to what age kids?
It's secondary.
Oh, okay.
Elementary, they normally just tell me, or whatever happens. That's why I'm going to do the bully box. I had one before. And so the high school kids I have all this stuff. They're making it for me and putting it together.
Okay.
Normally, though, with the bully box, I'll know that something happened at recess or at lunch when there's like 14 names of the same person in there. Then somebody...
Do your investigation.
I do my investigation, find out what happened at recess, talk to all the parties involved. Yeah.
Okay. No, that was for her. That was well.
We still have the anonymous alert thing too, don't we?
We do have anonymous alerts. That doesn't come to me. That comes in here, though.
And the program for the Advocacy Center is human trafficking.
That's one of them. There's 5 different. She has 5 different lessons.
Oh, okay.
5 different things. That's why it's 5 different weeks.
Oh, okay.
Not just human trafficking. I can just get that one, but she has 5 different ones.
Okay.
And each grade level is a little bit different.
So I know last time we met, I think as a committee, we had talked about sending with you, I guess you're gonna be the messenger about possible
Mm-hmm.
part-time counselor.
Mm-hmm.
Has that went to the board or?
Well, it went, and it's not going to happen this year. I can look at it next year, but it's not going to happen this year.
Did it get brought up?
No, because it has to go before it gets to y'all.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Is that all yours?
That was it. I'm done.
Next on the agenda is the ACE program.
We had 3 family engagement nights or family nights, and we average about 23 families that come. So we have about 70 mamas and daddies and kids, and so we think they've been very successful. The last one that we had with the school, we had 33 ACE families come to our booth, and the kids seem to really enjoy that, all of them. Just all the activities. So I hope we can do another family night with y'all. I'm actually going to a conference in a couple of weeks, December 8th, and it's the statewide parental involvement conference. So I hope to get a lot of good ideas from that. And then we also have one in December coming up, December the 12th, and we'll be having a spaghetti dinner, and we will have, what's her name? She came last year. She dressed up as Miss Claus.
Tammy Martin.
And so we usually have a big turnout for that. So.
Did you check with the churches to make sure they're not having a program that day?
It's on Monday.
I know. I just know that someone informed me that their churches were having some kind of choir thing.
Okay, we will before I
Yes.
before I hand these out. We will
So
definitely.
who do
look.
we check?
I have no idea. They were like,
We tried to stay
Isn't-
away from Wednesday night.
isn't the Baptist church having something? And I was like, I don't know. So
So who's a good person to ask?
you can ask Tiffany, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we were trying to avoid. all
I
the
know, I'm just
basketball,
saying.
Because they have all the basketball tournaments on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
No, there's basketball Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays.
Mondays.
Yeah. Junior high
Well, we
basketball on Monday.
have not passed these out yet.
Okay, yeah, well.
We did
on the
put 70 of
calendar.
them, but.
Well, if there's not one on the 12th, then there's not one on the 12th.
Yeah, no, it's not on the calendar unless somebody did put it on
Today, it's not on the
there.
calendar.
Today it's not on the calendar. That's what I'm
Yeah.
And so, we're doing, our ACE numbers are up quite a bit this year, and we have had very successful family nights. So far, with 45 days or more, we have 37 kids who have met that, and we should have 16 more that are within 5 days or so. So that'll give us roughly 53 kids at midterm, and possibly more, but I feel safe saying that will have already met their 45 days. Next semester when we come back, we are going to do things a little bit different. We're gonna do a Voices Choices for our kids from 2nd through high school, where they're actually gonna be given choices on what enrichment activity they wanna do. And we are also going to try small pull-out programs that line with our teachers throughout the 6 weeks. And so if so-and-so is not doing well with sight words, we will have that information, and those kids will be pulled out, and during homework help time, they will be helped with sight words, so they can try to kind of help. I know it's been a few weeks ago, we had some kids that were in 5th grade that were trying to do multiplication, and they didn't even know basic facts. So some of those kids, we're going to try to work on just learning our facts so we can do better on our test. I guess other than that, that's about it for us.
Okay, next is roundtable.
That's where we just go around and we just see
Would you like
if
to
anybody
start?
has anything.
For those of you that don't know me, I'm Karen Desarn. I'm the county extension agent, so I work with 4-H program. And we no longer have a 4-H club in Lomita, so if you know of anybody interested in maybe taking that on to be a club leader, we could work with them to start another club here. And I do the home ec projects related to 4-H. Right now we're in the foods and nutrition projects, and we just completed the food show, and we're working on the food challenge, which is a team which builds a lot of teamwork and leadership skills in those regards, and that contest is towards the end of January. And it's a real fun one. They have 40 minutes to actually make a dish, and then they don't know what their ingredients will be ahead of time or what category they have to cook to present them to the judges. And it's a huge contest in San Angelo that takes place during the stock show, so it's open really statewide, and we don't have to make any cuts or eliminations at the county level. Any team that wants to go can go, so that's a lot of fun.
Cool.
And then I'll be working on sewing in the spring, and fashion, and photography, and consumer decision making. So that would be good. I also work with a program called Better Living for Texans, and that is a income eligible families, and really any parent of any of our schools in the county is eligible, because our schools are with our free and reduced lunch numbers, it makes everybody eligible from our schools, any parent. And those are nutrition and wellness type programs that I can offer to either the youth or to the parents. So if we kind of knew what topic would be of interest, normally the series are at least 4 sessions. The gardening one is 6, and there's a walk and talk one, and those are like 8 weeks of meeting and talking about nutrition. So if you know of a particular program that might be of interest, or if we could send out a survey or something like that, would be able to do that. Or I thought about going to some of the housing areas too, to see if we could maybe meet at those locations to if there's any interest to do that. So just let me know. I'm here to help with whatever. And I know with
Do you have a website that we can go to get like the times and locations?
I don't really have times. I just kind of coordinate it as they come up. So I'm currently going into a couple of housing places in Lampasas in January with a new program that's called Get a Taste for Reducing Food Waste, and it's to kind of help with food dollars, and hopefully you're not just throwing out your food, wasting food dollars, that kind of a program. So I just kind of work with each individual group to see what's needed. I also coordinate programs with the Area Agency on Aging, and we've done a couple programs on, normally these are for older people. At the Senior Center, we just finished one a few weeks ago on a matter of balance. They do one on chronic pain self-management and powerful tools for caregivers, so for families that are have a person that they're a caregiver to. Those are those kinds of programs that I work with them to provide to the communities. So yeah, let me know. I do have a survey kind of written up if we want to get it out and see what the needs are. And it kind of asks what day of the week, time of the day would be a good time for the members or the population or whatever. And then a few years back with ACE program, then we did a program called Junior Dinner Tonight. And so we had different booths set up to talk about different cooking skills, and then we demoed a dish, and then they tried the recipe.
That's interesting.
So that was a fun one.
Yeah, that sounds like neat.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, we had a lot. The kids participated, but the parents didn't come. So I was glad to hear that you had some families there. So
So you gauge interest before you start a class?
I
So
try
you have,
to,
you know,
unless you kind of know, I can schedule it and then have an RSVP and then see what happens with that too.
that's
So
interesting. Yeah, I think a survey might be helpful to
Yeah.
see kind of what people are,
okay.
because I don't think folks really know
And
how
then
much
hitting the
4-H
right
has
day
to
of the
offer.
week and time, I know, but I know that's hard.
That's a challenge.
It's a major challenge. And we have tried to do a couple of gardening type of programs, and
Yeah,
we
I
did that
remember
a few years ago at the Methodist Church. We partnered with them because they have the garden available for the community to use garden plots from behind the church there. So we had a nice group that met, but the gardening part didn't go that well. We just kind of after we quit meeting, then they just didn't come and use the garden. So some of them I think were gardening at home. So yeah, let me know. I'm here to help with whatever.
All
I
right,
can
thank
talk
you.
about the sewing and fashion. My daughter would be interested.
Okay, and that contest has moved from summer to March, so,
Yeah, she
We'll be
definitely
getting
interested
started
in
right
that.
away. and there is a club meeting tonight.
We got basketball.
Mhm.
So,
They're actually making, it's Tammy Martin is the club leader for the Masses Club, and they're making gingerbread houses tonight.
Oh, how
And they're
cool.
gonna enter them
Yeah.
into the museum, the county museum. The ones that make them.
That's neat.
Cute. Mhm.
Donna, do you have anything?
No, ma'am, I'm good.
Heather?
Nope.
Cindy, do you have anything?
No, we enjoyed the fall festival, is that what you called it? We enjoyed that, that was really neat. I went to school at Rochelle, and we always had a big Halloween, we call it the Halloween Carnival, but kinda like that, where each class had their own booth,
Mhm.
and it was really fun, but that was a neat event, that was a good idea.
She's
She
planning.
did.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
just more.
We just did the
Yeah, my
photo
kids-
shoot. She did that.
My kids.
Thank
you,
loved
it was nice.
They had a great time.
Lula, did you have fun at the Halloween or the fall festival we came to? You adopted your little puppy?
Okay, Kathy?
Alright, so I'm supposed to share our Thanksgiving dinner with everybody. In 2018, we served a total of 359, 248 being kids, and 111 of those were visitors or adults. In 2019, we served a total of 333, 207 being kids, and then 126 being visitors or adults. Fortunately, we had COVID, so that put us to a stop in 2020 and 2021. But we did bring it back this year, and we did serve 350, 243 of those being students, and 107 being adults or visitors. So I was pretty impressed with the turnout we had.
That was on Veterans Day, and we had the Veterans Day program, and then had the Thanksgiving meal, and this year the weather was horrible. It was pouring rain, Lampasas got a bunch of hail.
Yeah. it was
So, I mean,
crazy.
if the weather would have been better, maybe we would have done a little better.
We had to put our doggy down that day and it made it extra bad, so.
Oh, sorry.
That's all I have. I don't have anything. Do y'all? Ace, do y'all have anything for round table? Ms. Morris?
And I don't have anything here, so do we have a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All right, this meeting is adjourned at 4:20 p.m.